What's up? This is Seth Curry. You're tuning in to bFb.
Derek Jones Jr. You're tuning in to bFb.
This is Dwight Powell. This is Dwight Powell. You're tuned in to bFb.
Max, and you tune in to bFb.
This is Grant Williams, and you're tuned in to bFb.
This is Derek Lively. You're tuning in to bFb.
What's up, guys? This is Josh Green. Tune into bFb.
Dynamic duo. Dynamic duo.
Somebody just calls Kendrick's phone and called him Noah. And he said, "What am I, Noah's Ark?" And I said, "Yeah, you might have to be Noah's Ark tonight. Them Clippers get to rain down the threes inside the
Oh man, come on, man. We just saw raining threes in Denver just a few nights ago. Come on, man, 98.
Yeah. They say. Remember that leak that happened over there at the AAC? They said it might be coming back tonight.
Well, you saying that's intentional? Was that intentional? You would know. Did somebody rig that game to put a hole in the roof so it would rain because the Mavs were losing that game? Did somebody actually do that?
It was raining in there. It was raining in there. It started raining.
Yeah.
Well, guys. We got us one tonight. We got us another one. Let's take a look at Kendrick's background back there. He's got all the teams. He's repping all the teams.
Yeah, man. Welcome to the bFb Fan Cave. How you doing, guys? From a secluded location. You'll never find out where this is. You'll never know where this is.
How you get there?
You get there by well, I had to call the bat phone, go through the bat cave. I had to go through the Isle of Ingenina. I had to also go across the lake of Tokawanda. And then just around the corner. And that's where I'm at.
Whoa.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot to get here. It's a lot to get here. You got to have about three. Yeah, you got to have a handprint. Zigamadoos or whatever they call it. You got to have the eye zapped or whatever they call it. Yeah, man, you have to take a urine test every time. So, man, it's a lot to get off in there. It's a lot to get off in there. But, hey, listen.
You got something for tonight?
Yeah, regardless, tonight, where I'm at, the seclusion I'm at, Mavs and Clippers tonight. Mavs 16-10. Clippers also 16-10. Both tied for 5th in the West. Clippers favored by 3.5 tonight. Referees for the night is Justin Tibbin. Ashley.
Don't say Tony.
No, not Tony Martin. Ashley Mayor Glinch and Matt Hay. Injury report. Yeah, injury report for the Clippers. Paul George dealing with an illness. He is out.
Blake Scratch too.
Yeah, Blake Scratch. Bones Holland knee. He's in. For the Mavericks, Green elbow out. What else is new? Kyrie Hill, thanks to Dwight Powell, he's out. Maxey's toe, don't even ask. We don't know.
Why you keep bringing that up?
We don't know when he'll be back. Maybe in 2025 or maybe 2026. Lively ankle, he's also out. Unfortunately for the Mavericks, that Lively ankle is a bit of an issue since the Mavs are 0-3 when Lively does not play. So it's a big thing, man, right here, man. Pre-game summary. Clippers have won. Look, Clippers, don't look now, have won eight straight and 9 of his last 10, including putting a 151 on the Indiana Pacers on Monday. Coming into Dallas to play the Mavs, still reeling off that spew of injuries and a 130-104 ass whooping. Yes, it was an ass whooping to the Nuggets. Luka and the shorthanded Mavs look to take a 2-1 series lead against the Clippers, against the hot Clippers team, as both are 16-10, looking to climb the Western Conference rankings. Who'll come out on top? We'll find out. So what?
Yeah. We'll
see about tonight.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, man.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, see how it goes, man.
Oh, here we go. Good evening, friends. Count this as a loss and move on to the next game. We ain't winning. Whoa, what's that about?
Well,
oh, I resent that statement.
Well, I guess we know what his answer on that question
on
is.
now. What's that about?
Listen, man.
Well,
you count on two things. You count on two things in this game.
One,
that? When Luka sees the Clippers, he cooks them, and two, when Kawhi sees the Mavericks, he cooks them. So no, I don't. Other than that, I don't know what else gonna happen. We'll see how.
It's kind of like how the Cowboys don't lose at home, right?
Yeah, those two things can't be all true at once. I don't know how James Harden.
It also could be like how the Cowboys don't lose back-to-back games either.
Until this week. But anyway.
What? What?
But hey, anyway.
How do you know that? You have some inside intel on that.
Come on, man. Come on. Listen, the Miami Dolphins played the same way the San Francisco 49ers do, with a lot of motion, running the ball off that motion. We'll talk about that on Sunday. But today, let's give respect to Luka and the guy that's coming up. We're gonna hear from Coach Kidd.
We got Coach Kidd right here. Look at him. There he goes right there. Let's hear from my coach right now.
Kai's out, Lively's out, Josh is out, and Maxie's out.
Jason, one of the things that you've done this year is, I think you probably are aware of this, you're leading the league in all offensive fouls drawn, not just charges, but any offensive foul. And kind of wondering about what your approach as a staff has been in terms of what you're emphasizing, how you're going about accomplishing that particular aspect of defense.
That probably would start with Timmy.
Sure.
I think when you look at Tim's background, I think it goes back to, University of Michigan and who he was coached by. And, just understanding for our smalls, a lot of them aren't going to, block shots or the verticality of changing shots. So the next step is to get in the way and take a charge. And so, just understanding if we can't get steals or deflections, we got to get in the way of the driver. And that's what the group is doing right now.
You're creating about approximately 3 turnovers a game doing that. Is that a satisfactory number? Higher, or is you surprised by it? What's your thought on the fact that you're doing it to the degree?
I think we would always like higher or more since we can't get steals. But again, what putting your body in the line of taking a charge, it takes a toll. And so, but that's the way we can get stops. And so we have to promote that. And that's what we're doing in that locker room right now.
Was DA one of the best back in the day?
I think DA was probably one of the best to get there, to sacrifice. I think it's a big thing to be able to sacrifice, to take that hit. And DA was one of those guys who did it when he played. DA did a lot of things. He picked up full court. He loved to play defense, but I think it's just a sign of, sacrifice. A lot of times, the people look at it as just a charge, but you're taking a hit, and it does hurt. especially for someone like Timmy that we're asking not just to play to do that, but to also we need him to shoot and be on the floor. Availability is a big thing for us right now, so it's a big thing. And again, as I just mentioned, we don't get a lot of steals, and so we got to figure out how to get stops, and that's just another way to get a stop. Well, they got a great coach in Lou. There's no panic. When it starts with the top of understanding, how to manage time. It takes time as much as we want it to work day one. I think it takes time, and you can see that with time they've gotten better, and they've won 8 in a row. They just scored 151, I think, points against Indiana. So they're a very talented team, and they cause a lot of matchup problems. But I think it always starts with Lou, and then you look at Westbrook going to the bench. The sacrifice there. So they got a really good team.
How much do you think that balanced out their starting lineup and evened out their attack over the course of the game for him to make that sacrifice?
Well, I think for a short sample size, it's good. We'll see how it goes as the year goes on, but the sacrifice it didn't change Westbrook's game. He's still going to be aggressive. He's still going to crash the offensive glass. He's going to defend, and so. But they also have 2 future Hall of Famers always on the floor, so that also gives them the advantage too on the offense and defensive end.
Speaking of lineups, you played with over a dozen this season due to those injuries, but you've still been able to be successful. Can you talk about how those injuries have affected the team and having to keep playing with those guys?
Yeah, I think injuries are a part of the league. Next man mentality, and making sure guys are prepared, especially when you feel that you have a deep team. There's going to be a time that guys are not going to play, and they have to be patient. And I think just the communication is a big part of that, but also those guys being ready to play, coming to work every day, knowing that they might not be able to play that night or that week. But understanding at some point their name is going to be called and to be ready. And so with the injuries that we've had, some have been out longer than others. And so it's given our bench, our depth, a lot of time to play to see what we have.
When it comes to defending threes, looking to kind of show in that part of the game against you guys. Remember last year, you guys allowed the fewest leads in the league. That's not really the case this year, but what goes into controlling defending the three, what can't you, obviously, where the ball goes in or not, but what do you kind of let go of as a coaching staff to prepare for that part of the defense?
Yeah, well, just with the threes that are taken now, it's hard when teams are averaging over 40 threes, a night. But you try your best. But I think when you look at the Clippers run, they've done an incredible job of protecting the paint and making you play on the perimeter. And so for us against them, our spacing has to be better. Understand they got great hands. They might not be the fastest, but they understand how to use their hands for swipes and steals and deflections. And so we have to take care of the ball. But here of late, they've done an incredible job of protecting the paint. And when you look at teams that are good defensively, they're protecting the paint and making you play on the perimeter. And so you have to give them credit.
I was talking about your defense.
Oh, their defense is they're protecting the paint. When you look at what they're doing with the switching, they got 4 guys in the paint. They're making you shoot the three, and so I think right now they're living with teams shooting the three, but they're not letting teams get in the paint, and so you got to give them credit that they're making you play on the perimeter. No timetable. Thanks.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Well, kid, there was Coach Kid right there.
Yeah, I want one thing. Who was he? Who did he say? I didn't hear the question. Who was that? He said no timetable on.
Might have been Kyrie.
Okay, that's unfortunate. Okay, let's get down to the news you can use around the association. Okay, first up, Mike Miller said some interesting comments about second-year player Pablo Banchero. He says he's a future Hall of Famer. Wow, do you agree?
Who's a future Hall of Famer?
Pablo Banchero.
Good God. Isn't it like his, second year in the league?
Yeah, barely his second year. That's what I'm saying. That's a you.
Okay, let's pump the brakes, all right? Let's not get too hasty, guys.
Yeah. Does Mike Miller have some ownership stock in Orlando Magic or something like that? Because I don't know how you can declare.
You try to sell pay?
Yeah, I don't know how you can. Yeah, I don't know how you can declare a guy future Hall of Famer when he's played 1 year and 2 months and say. I mean, you can say LeBron or guys like that, LeBron or Michael or guys, no doubters, Shaq. I mean, I like Pablo. I think he's gonna be a multi All-Star, but I'm not gonna say future Hall of Famer in 1 year and one season and 2 months. Nah, not gonna do that. Okay.
I wonder where was he coming from with that?
I think he was talking. I think they asked him a question about the players 21 and younger. What do you feel about him? And he just jumped right to Pablo Banchero, and said he's gonna be a future Hall of Famer.
That's really shocking coming from a top 5 pick, draft pick in the NBA. It's really shocking coming from a guy like that, Mike Miller.
I mean, damn, he played with LeBron, and I guess he can spot out future Hall of Famers. I guess. Anyway, someone who should stop talking. Pat Beverly. He said involving the Giannis basketball incident with the Pacers. He said he would have deflated Giannis ball. He said, quote, hold on, quote, I would have poked a hole in that bitch. Beat me, put 60 on me. Yeah, you can have this ball. Then I thought about it. I would have peeled that bitch like an orange. Whoa, here the comment. I don't know how you can peel a basketball like an orange. I think that's kind of impossible because the basketball has no meat in it.
That's pure comment right there. I might be okay with that. Chicken says, "Let's see if the Mavericks can bring some holiday spirit to the DFW Metroplex."
Chicken, probably not.
Chicken, I have some unfortunate news for you. Well, yeah, they will win. They'll win tonight.
Okay.
But after tonight, I can't. Well, no, because we don't play nobody but Houston and San Antonio after tonight, so it's possible.
Oh well, they probably good. They probably good. My bad. It may be the toughest game of the week. Well, moving on. NBA.com had this updated rookie ladder again today. Number 1 was Wemby. Number 2 was Chet Holmgren. Number 3, Jamie Vasquez Jr. Number 4, Brandon Miller. Number 5, Asura Thompson. And number 6, Derek Lively. Number 7, Keontae George. Number 8, Bilal Kumbay. Number 9, Brandon Pomaski. And number 10, Tumami Kamara. Whoa. Derek Lively being at number 6. Is that good for him, or does he need to be higher?
It's good. He's dropped since the last time we saw this list because he's hurt.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Here's an Alan. Luka 50 points or 20 assists tonight. Neither.
Both if they want to win. Okay. Well, moving on. The New Orleans Pelicans have shown interest in Jared Allen per Jake Fisher. Whoa. Would a Zion, McCollum, Ingram, Allen foursome? How would a Zion, McCollum, Ingram, Allen foursome stack up against the other powers in the West?
How would it stack up?
Yeah. How would that force? Just adding in Jared Allen.
Adding in Jared Allen, I mean that could work. I mean they just missing. They are missing just a big center.
If that happens, just.
Don't they have Valanciunas though?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Valanciunas would be a part of the package going out.
Okay, I can dig it.
So do you think that's a?
Are they mad at Valanciunas for the shot because he takes shots instead of like getting in the paint and dominating and getting rebounds? Is that what they're upset about?
Probably so. I think this one a better defender and a shot blocker. That's not something Valanciunas he's not good at. He's both major, basic offensive guy.
I tell you what, the Mavericks need to be looking at on the other side of the court at a certain center over there.
Zubac
Shakur.
I'm sure Zubac Shakur would love that because he don't have to get cooked like by Luka all the time. I'm all for it. Anybody but Dwight Powell.
No, come on, man. Hey! What did I text you yesterday? You know what? Go ahead.
All right,
I got something for you.
Speaking of anybody, Steph Curry. A lot of negative coming Steph Curry's way about his leadership. But hey, Steph Curry in the clutch. He's clutch this season. He ranks first in points in the clutch, first in field goal made in the clutch, first in 3-pointers made in the clutch. Whoa, will he ever get credit? Ever get the credit he deserves for being an all-time great player, or will there still be doubters because of his size and I guess lack of defensive intensity?
And we're talking about Steph, right? This is off the chat conversation from last night.
Yeah.
Okay. So like Kenny Smith was saying, which Kenny was right, you can't really put him up there in that category because when you talk about guys like Michael Jordan, Kareem, Shaq, Hakeem Olajuwon, LeBron, those guys, when they didn't have the ball in their hands, they affected the games in other ways. Steph Curry, if he doesn't have the ball in his hand, he doesn't affect the game in any other way. Can he go down? He can go down as the greatest shooter ever, but I don't know if I could put him as one of the greats.
Okay. I can go with that. I would put him in as far as all-time greats. I would put him like in the top 20-ish, in between like 12 and 20. I don't think he's not top 10 in my mind. But I will put him around 12 to 20. I think that's fair. You know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But you got to understand the other guys that we talked about. They affected the game.
But is his offensive game? Is his offensive game so great? Can that counteract? Because he's literally the greatest shooter. I mean, that's not it. I mean, we had great shooters, but he's the distant first. Is his offensive game so great?
He's definitely one of the greatest shooters of all time.
If his offensive game so great, does that counteract any of his deficiencies?
No. That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Like Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, all those guys are listed. If they don't have the ball in their hands, they can do other things.
Okay.
Like they can go play defense. They can go get you a block. They can go shut you down. They can just go do other things.
Okay. All right. I'll take your word for it.
We've seen that when Steph Curry is out there alone, like he can't really do. He can't carry the team like. When LeBron, you look at LeBron back 2007, when he took that team to the finals, that was a shock. That team looked like everybody I work in the barbershop with LeBron James that went to that finals. Another guy who could go down as great but won't because he don't have the rings, who was the same way, was Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson did the same thing, but Allen Iverson doesn't have the rings to put himself up there. But Allen Iverson, after a while, after he got with Larry Brown made him understand we got to take you off the ball, and you got to do more. You got to do more when we take you off the ball.
Yeah. Okay. All right, moving on to another undersized point guard. Ja made his return in fantastic fashion with 34 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, 2 steals, a block, and 48% from the field. Hitting a game winner. Afterwards, he said he keeps receipts. Whoa.
He said I kept receipts, right.
He's kept receipts.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Is he right to say that? Or has he learned nothing? What is he talking about? Who is he?
He's learned something, but I mean, who you keeping receipts on? We didn't say anything bad about it. We didn't say you suck or you did anything or you were a bad guy or anything. We just said you were a dumbass for continuing to wave guns after you did. See, this is what's starting to become my problem around here, okay? These athletes now are acting like when you say something about them, you hating on them, or you don't because you didn't do this or you didn't do that, you don't have the credence to say this or that. That's not what the case is. That's not what guys like me and you are here to do. We're here to give our analysis and our thoughts and breakdown of what the game is. If you play bad that game, we're going to say you play bad. If we play bad, you get bothered by it. That's because you know you play bad. If you feel some kind of way about what we said, it's because we tell the truth. Now, when you start getting personal and start, giving them nicknames and doing this and that, all right, I get that point or whatever. All right, whatever. Yeah. But still, when somebody is critiquing your game and said that we watch and we see something, and then you say, oh, no, you don't know what you're talking about because you didn't do such and such, that's dumb. Just because somebody didn't play at the level that you played at or you didn't play or whatever, that has nothing to do with what our eyes tell us and what we know about basketball, what we studied about basketball.
Okay. I like that. And one more thing. Dame, speaking of another point guard, Dame over his last 3 games, 40 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 39 points, 5 boards, 11 assists, and 33 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Whoa. With Dame Lillard now comfortable in the Bucks system, are they now the best team in the East?
I don't think they're better than Boston just yet.
Okay.
Going back to that real quick, what we were just talking about. Did you hear Zion answer when they asked him about what Charles and them had to say, and he said, "Hey, if it's coming from a good place, then thank you."
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember.
Coming from a bad place, and guess what? Everybody's entitled to their opinion. They have it. Ain't nothing I can do about it.
Mm-hmm.
Respect.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm listening to Michael Parsons get on his podcast complain about people. Oh, you want to see? It's like, bruh, you play for the Dallas Cowboys, okay? You gonna have to accept that this is just what it is. You are heavily watched. You are heavily scrutinized. It don't matter if the Cowboys are bad or good. People are going to tune in. Billions of people. We've already proved they're a $1 billion team. Billions of people are going to tune in to watch to see what you're doing.
Right.
And nobody's saying Michael Parsons sucks or anything like that. They just telling a critique about his game.
Yeah. All right. You heard it there from Walt Chisholm.
Yeah, real quick before we get out of here, we need to talk about something special that happened yesterday, Kendrick.
Let's go ahead, Walter.
A lot of people probably don't know this, but yesterday we celebrated an anniversary here at the Dallas Mavericks, Kendrick, because I believe it was 14? Was it 14? No, 2014 was when it happened. About nine or 8 years ago. Was this 2023? Is this 2023? Right? Well, I'm sorry.
2023, Walter. About to be 24.
Yeah. So,
shit's bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure.
God.
Let me make sure I got the correct year right. 9 years ago. 9 years ago yesterday, Kendrick, an anniversary, something major that came to the team. It's been one of the greatest things that ever happened to the Dallas Mavericks. A certain player came in.
I'm begging you,
through a
don't do
trade.
this. I'm
Man,
begging you now, don't do this.
He's come in. He's come in and he's just.
I'm begging you.
You hear you hear the praise
I know
of this
you hear
guy.
me. I'm begging
He
you.
came in with a guy who
I never begged anybody else, but I'm begging you now. I'm begging you, don't do this.
Can you just let me finish? He came in on a trade with a guy who didn't even cross half court for us, and we knew we had to get rid of that guy. But we knew that out of that trade, that it wasn't about Rajon Rondo. It wasn't about Rajon Rondo. No, it was about the guy that's in the starting lineup tonight. It's about one guy, and it's about the way this guy's coming here. I mean, you see him. He's a role model. He's somebody you can be proud of. He grants so many wishes. He's always at the the hospital visit with the kids and everything like that. He's one of the greatest Mavericks ever. Ladies and gentlemen, we said,
oh my God. Oh my God.
The trade of the Dwight Powell from yesterday. Yesterday was the anniversary, the 9-year anniversary. He's been here 9 years, Kendrick.
That's 9 years too long, Walt.
Show my guy some love here. Show my guy some love here.
We traded for Dwight Powell, and all we got out of it was Rondo.
Well, I didn't mean to hit. Wait, I didn't mean to hit that one either. Hold on.
God, no. Y'all, you hit
I didn't mean to hit
right.
that one either. There we go. That's what I meant to hit. Happy 9-year anniversary, Dwight Powell. 9 years you've been with the team.
Ooh, man.
Hey, thank you, Chicken. Dwight Powell, ladies and gentlemen. Probably wasn't just moved
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Chicken. Dwight Powell, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, there you go, right there. 9 years ago today, the Mavericks made one of the greatest.
No, don't you dare do that. One of the greatest trades.
No, one of the most prolific trades in the Mavericks organization.
God. My God.
They helped bring this guy. He ain't help bring a
doggone thing. Except an injury to Kyrie, the man ended this season.
This guy's the greatest try-hard player ever.
Yeah, he tried so hard. He broke Kyrie's heel.
We want to give a shout out to Dwight Powell. Thank you, Mark Cuban.
Well, you go ahead and give a shout out to Dwight Powell.
Yeah, thank you, Mark Cuban, for bringing him here. Yeah. I mean, this guy should help get the casino alone. We don't need any Draymond Green. We're gonna bring the casino to guys.
You must want them jokers to move to Vegas, then, don't you? That's it. That's it. You want to move to Vegas because you want to move to Vegas. I know what you're doing.
Well,
it's okay.
It has already been confirmed that I will be in Vegas in a couple weeks for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I guess you.
My first time ever. I'm going to Vegas in just a couple weeks.
I guess you putting searching thing out, new land and stuff, huh? Good grief. Dwight Powell, 9 years ago.
Yeah, listen, Kendrick. I'll be looking forward to sitting down with Miss Adelson at some point during my trip. To Vegas.
Yeah,
and
whatever you do, don't ask about Dwight Powell. Don't ask about that.
I will. I'm gonna ask him. Do you know you got the greatest? Man, do you know you got the greatest try-hard player in the NBA today? Do you know that?
We actually don't want her to renege on the deal she just made. Don't do that. I'm begging you. Don't do that. Yeah, please.
All right, so the Mavs have already started off. It's 5-2. James Harden got the ball. They're going back down court. Let's go, Mavs!
Don't worry, folks. We got Dwight Powell.
Celebrate.
We got Dwight Powell.
Yeah. On the Dwight Powell anniversary night. That's why they got the Trinity River Blues on. What is the Dwight?
Yeah. Trinity River Blues.
It's the Dwight Powell anniversary.
Good Lord. I can't believe you. I can't believe you right now.
What?
You should be ashamed of being ashamed. But you have no shame. So that's why you just made that comment.
Oh.
Well, my day officially sucks now.
Wow,
I don't want to do the show anymore.
The Dwight Powell anniversary.
How about I just let you do the post game by yourself?
Well, you know what? I wish I could get a guy like Dwight Powell here to do the post game.
He may be better at it. Now that he may be better at than playing basketball. Couldn't be worse.
You know what? I actually see that as his ending career.
Why not?
I actually see that as his ending career, and when he's done playing basketball, he'll be up there in the booth with Daniel Larson, and well, Daniel Larson may not be there by the time he finishes playing basketball.
Wow, way to put Daniel Larson in the coffin.
I didn't say Daniel Larson about to die. Man, I didn't say she may not be there.
Well, you just said she may not be there no more. Where's she going?
Yeah, she might have moved on. She may have moved on to greener pastures or something. You never know.
Oh, so you want Dwight Powell to host the show, huh? That's what you want to kick her out so he can host the show. Well, my God, I thought Billy Allen was bad. I'm bad with this. I mean, you got nothing. Good Lord.
Shout out to Dana Larson. I love Dana Larson. She's such a sweetheart.
Yeah, Dana, if you can do anything, yeah, don't make sure that don't happen.
Stay in the booth, Dana. For kids, stay in the booth.
Yeah, Dwight coming for your ankles, like he did Kyrie.
We'll be back at halftime. God, dog, you're not Dana Larson's ankles.